My name is Mireille, but everyone in school called me Four Eyes. I was the quiet Haitian girl with the thick glasses, heavy accent, and too many dreams. When I first came to America, I thought it was the land of opportunity. Instead, it became the land of humiliation. My parents worked hard. Papa was a janitor at a big hospital. Maman cleaned houses in the suburbs. Every night, they came home smelling like bleach and tired hopes. They'd tell me,
"Study hard, Tisherie. Education will make people respect you."
but they didn't know that in my school, respect was a luxury I couldn't buy. Every morning, I'd walk into Jefferson High, clutching my books like a shield. The hallways were always loud, white kids laughing, slamming lockers, gossiping about parties. Then there was me, the dark-skinned girl with the accent no one could understand.
Say 3 again. Come on, say it. You sound like a cartoon.
Yo, why you wear those big glasses? You trying to see into the future?
They'd laugh, slap hands, and leave me standing there wishing I could vanish. But the worst wasn't the jokes. It was when they decided to play with me. One day during lunch, I opened my locker and found something slimy inside. Someone had stuffed spaghetti and milk in it.
Guess your Haitian voodoo gods won't help you clean that up, huh?
I just stood there shaking. I wanted to scream, but tears came instead. When I tried to report it, the teacher said there was no proof. And then came the math teacher, Mr. Whitman. He was tall, pale, and mean. His face always scrunched like he'd smelled something bad. He hated me from day one.
Miss Mireille, did they even teach math in Haiti? Or were you too busy dancing around fires?
The class laughed so hard that day. I looked down at my notebook, pretending to write something, so they wouldn't see the tears in my eyes. Another time, he made me stand at the board.
Solve it. Let's see if your island brain can handle algebra.
I froze. My hands shook so much the chalk broke. I knew the answer, but my voice failed me.
Look, she's scared. Probably thinking of sacrificing a goat to pass the test.
When I finally spoke, my accent tripped on every word. And that was it. The nickname Goat Girl was born. Things got worse. One Friday, someone stole a girl's iPhone from her backpack. Guess who they blamed?
Mireille, your classmates say they saw you near her locker.
I tried to explain, but no one believed me. The cops were even called to question me. I'll never forget how everyone stared as the officer led me out. Later, the phone was found in the trash can behind my locker. I didn't put it there, I swear on my mother's soul. But the damage was done. The whispers, the looks, the laughter, they all burned into my skin. That night I came home, face swollen from crying. I didn't even touch dinner. My grandmother, Grand-mère Lise, had come from Haiti for a few months to stay with us. She was small, wrinkled, but her eyes, those eyes held centuries. She had the same sharp gaze as the women in the mountains who could pray a fever away. She saw me crying and called me to her room.
"Ti petite moine, who made you cry like that?"
I tried to lie, but she saw through it, the students and my teacher. They hate me, Grand-mère. They say bad things. They call me names. Her lips tightened. She sat on her bed and opened a small wooden box carved with strange symbols. Inside was a golden ring with a green stone that seemed to glow faintly in the dark.
"This ring belonged to your great-grandmother. It holds luai, spirits of justice. But be careful. It gives power to the one who wears it, to make others do what she commands."
I blinked. Like, magic? She nodded.
"Magic, yes. But magic that bites if used with hate. Promise me, you'll use it only for justice."
I promised, but inside me something darker was already awake. The next day, I wore the ring. It felt warm on my finger, almost alive. During math class, one of my bullies, Becca, whispered, "Hey, goat girl, did you bring your pet goat today?" Something inside me snapped. I clenched my fist and quietly whispered under my breath, "You will embarrass yourself right now." Seconds later, Becca's face twisted. Her stomach growled so loud everyone turned. Then she gasped.
Oh my God, I can't.
And then it happened. She pooped in the middle of class, loud, messy, horrifying. The whole room went silent for 2 seconds, then erupted in laughter. Even the teacher's jaw dropped.
Bro, Becca just exploded.
Becca ran out crying, and for the first time I smiled. Once I realized how the ring worked, It became my secret weapon. I tested it again on Ryan, the boy who called me voodoo freak. I whispered, "Fall, break your hand." The next day in gym, he tripped during basketball. The sound of his wrist cracking echoed through the gym. He screamed and I felt no guilt. Then it was Chelsea, the rich girl who spread the theft rumor. I whispered, "We'll set your kitchen on fire tonight." That evening, news spread that Chelsea's family kitchen burned down after she forgot to turn off the stove. No one was hurt, but her parents grounded her for months. Every command worked like a charm. They didn't even realize what they were doing until after it happened. The ring's power was absolute. Math class was always the worst part of my day. Mr. Whitman stood at the front like a judge, chalk in hand, eyes scanning the room as if he was searching for someone to humiliate. His gaze landed on me, like always.
All right, class. Easy question. What's 5 times 5? Who can tell me the answer?
Before I could look down, Becca's hand shot up. She smirked at me, confident as ever.
Obviously me.
I felt the ring warm on my finger. Not burning, not angry, just ready. I whispered so softly no one could hear. "You all will give wrong answers."
Go ahead, Becca.
Becca stood up, proud.
The answer is pineapple.
The room went silent. Mr. Whitman frowned.
What?
14?
Mr. Whitman waved his hand.
Sit down.
Ryan raised his hand next, laughing.
Sir, I got this.
The ring pulsed again.
Ryan?
Ryan stood up confidently.
The answer is Tuesday.
The class exploded.
Tuesday?
Chelsea tried next. "It's blue?" Mr. Whitman slammed the chalk down.
Are you all joking right now?
They weren't. That was the worst part. Their faces were serious, confused, terrified. Every time one of them opened their mouth, nonsense came out. Dog, spoon, refrigerator, clouds. I kept my head down, biting my lip so I wouldn't laugh out loud. For the first time, the class wasn't laughing at me. They were laughing at them. Mr. Whitman rubbed his temples.
Enough. All of you. Detention.
But the damage was done. Mr. Whitman got angry.
Miss Murray, come solve it. What is 5 times 5?
I stood slowly. My hands were shaking. Before I could speak, he sighed loudly.
Honestly, why do I bother? Math clearly isn't your people's strength.
The class laughed. Something cold and sharp moved inside me. The ring warmed against my skin. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I whispered, barely moving my lips. "You will resign today and forget."
Go on, say it.
I lifted my head. The answer is 25. For once, he didn't correct me. He just stared. His face twitched. He turned back to the board, hands shaking.
Class, I need to step out.
Sir?
He dropped the chalk. It rolled across the floor, loud in the silence.
I can't do this anymore.
And he walked out. The room stayed quiet long after the door closed. The next morning, everyone gasped when Mr. Whitman walked into school like nothing had happened. He headed straight for his classroom. But the principal was already there.
Mr. Whitman, why are you here?
Mr. Whitman frowned.
Because I teach here.
The principal shook his head and held up a folder.
You resigned yesterday.
Mr. Whitman laughed nervously.
That's impossible. You signed the letter. You cleared your desk. You said you were done. I don't remember any of that. I'm sorry. You no longer work here.
Students watched as he stood there, lost, clutching his coat like a stranger. I sat at my desk, silent. The ring was cool now, and for the first time, his voice was gone. But I wanted something bigger, something that would humiliate all of them at once.
During lunch, they always sat together. The same 5 bullies who made my life hell.
I whispered to the ring, "From this day, you will all be consumed by hunger. You will crave food until your bodies show your greed." Over the next week, it began. I watched as they devoured everything. Burgers, fries, cookies, even school lunches they used to mock. They couldn't stop eating.
Yo, Becca's eating again? Didn't she just finish 2 sandwiches?
She's been eating nonstop, man. Something's wrong.
By Friday, their faces puffed up, bellies swollen. They looked miserable. Their designer clothes didn't fit anymore, and the laughter that once followed me now followed them.
Hey, Becca, want to borrow Goat Girl's glasses to see your toes?
Even I laughed. Maybe I shouldn't have, but it felt so good. But after weeks of using the ring, something strange began to happen. Every time I gave a command, my hand burned hotter. And at night, I'd hear whispers, soft voices speaking Creole prayers I didn't recognize.
Justice or vengeance, Petit Moine? Choose.
I tried to ignore it, but the guilt crept in. Some of the bullies looked genuinely sick. One even fainted from exhaustion. I started to wonder if maybe the ring wasn't just hurting them, it was hurting me. That night, Grandmère called me to her room. She looked serious, holding her prayer beads.
Mireille, you have used the ring too much. I can feel the spirits moving.
I lowered my eyes. They deserved it, Grandmère. You didn't see what they did to me? She took my hand gently.
Justice is not the same as revenge, Ticherie. The ring grows stronger when you are angry. You must stop before it changes you.
I stayed quiet. Tears filled my eyes. She reached for my hand, whispered something in Creole, and slowly slid the ring off my finger.
It's time I take it back. You have learned enough.
I nodded, feeling both light and empty at once. That night, I slept peacefully for the first time in weeks. Over the next few weeks, things slowly returned to normal. Becca and her friends avoided me, not out of hate, but fear. Rumor had it Whitman moved to another state. As for me, I started focusing on my studies. My accent softened, my confidence grew. I even made a few friends who saw me for who I was. When Grandmère left for Haiti, she hugged me tightly.
You learned well, Ticherie. Never let anger guide your heart again.
She took the ring with her, and I never saw it again, years later. Sometimes I still wonder if I did the right thing. I wanted justice, but I used fear. And yet, when I think of all the tears I cried, part of me still whispers, they had it coming. Now I'm in college, studying psychology. Funny, right? The bullied girl studying how people's minds work. Every now and then, I look at my finger where the ring used to be. It's bare, but sometimes I swear I still feel it humming, waiting. So yeah, that's the story of how I used a magic ring from my Haitian grandmother to make my bullies poop, fall, burn kitchens, and get fat. Moral of the story? Don't mess with quiet girls in glasses. You never know who their grandma is. And hey, if you like this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Just not that ring.